What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name's Caleb. Today we're in the garage. We got my van here behind me. So me and my brother Curtis, and mostly my dad, to be honest. My dad's been helping me out big time with this as per usual. But we've been working pretty hard on the inside of this van, and we've got the insulation up behind these walls, and we got these wall panels and ceiling panel up. And it's looking much nicer in here. It's a heck of a lot better than just having an empty metal box. One of the things we want to work on today is building a bed in the back here. And it's a bed platform and then maybe some kind of a countertop table space on this side. That's one project. I don't know if we're necessarily going to get to that today, but that's on the project list. Another thing on the project list, I got a piece of foam and we're gonna put a piece of wood over this, just the inside here. You'll still be able to see this, but it'll at least clean up most of the panel. One other thing too, Curtis has been working on this today. He sanded down the rust on my door. Because you guys saw me, I just gave it a quick coat of paint the other day, and the rust bled right through immediately. So my brother just sanded it down and threw some Bondo on it. And when that dries, he'll sand it off and we'll put more paint on it. So that's something that is gonna get done today. So yeah, you can see the interior here. It's looking pretty good, and really excited to keep working on it and get some furniture built in here. So you can see there's a gap down here at the bottom of the wall. You're not gonna be able to see that once I get everything built in. Building in the actual furniture in cabinetry and stuff, that's really what's going to be a lot of the trim work. And then also we're gonna do some trim up there eventually. We don't have a plan for the trim just yet, but anyway, so I'm pretty happy with the way the van's looking so far. And I'm pretty happy with this floor also. It's been really rugged, and it's actually pretty soft to kneel on. So again, very happy with the inside of the van so far. And I'm about to be even happier because check this out right here. What is that? Can you read that right there? That's my Renogy 12 volt, 200 amp hour gel battery. That's the exact same battery I got last time. And let's go ahead and cut that open and show you guys what it looks like. This thing came in a box, another box around it with all this styrofoam. So it was really well protected, and I don't even need a knife. What am I doing? Came right open. And there's more styrofoam in here. Look at that, some terminal covers. I don't know if I had terminal covers on my last battery. Got some Renogy stickers, which is nice. But anyway, let's lift this thing out of here. I do like it. They put these nice handles on here for you. But yeah, this thing's heavy. Oh, that is one big battery. Oh, man. All right, let's just set it back down. I don't know why. Oh. Whew. The other thing that just came in the mail is my diesel heater, and that's pretty awesome that I got the battery and the diesel heater in the same week, because that means we can actually hook it up. As far as I know, we can actually hook up the diesel heater and the battery and kind of get those finagled how we want them. I don't really know where the heater's gonna go on the inside just yet. We gotta figure that out. Since we've been out here, the mail was delivered and my solar panels and my roof rack came today. So that's pretty awesome. Very good timing for all this stuff. So hopefully we get this stuff on today also. But here you can see how the Bondo project is going. Pretty seamless. Looks much better than it did. Curtis has been painting it and sanding it and whatnot. And then over here you can see inside the van, I put the battery in and the heater in. And this is sort of tentative. I don't know if it's gonna go like this. We're talking about where to put the heater and also where to put the fuel tank. And we're thinking maybe if we put the heater on this side and then put the fuel tank should actually fit inside of the door here. that's one of our ideas. That's what we think we might do. And the battery fits pretty good right there. So anyway, we gotta figure out what we want to do before we can get to cutting holes in the van to put this heater in. But we got all the parts out here for my heater. And like I said, it's pretty awesome that my solar panels showed up today too. So got it all cleaned out in the step there. Gonna throw a little paint on it.
Just to keep it from rusting more.
Yeah.
Seems how it's getting into winter and you start crawling in here with salty feet, it's gonna get pretty shitty fast with the bare metal like that.
Yeah, that's one thing I gotta do. I gotta put some sort of step here. It would be nice if I just find a plastic one, but I'd also be fine building a wooden step to go in there, which is what we might end up doing. But we'll see.
Hopefully there's something here to screw into.
Yeah.
That just stripped out. Nothing there.
Just wood.
Yeah. I don't know why it didn't fit.
It just probably has a big gap, right? Like,
I guess a big friggin' hole there, I guess, right where I want to do something.
yeah.
Put this on down here. Yeah, we're good to go now.
Nice.
That one didn't do much, but
It's gonna be out here, right?
well, I want to put one against the wall too, because I think what it's going to be is it's going to be identical to that, same height, and there'll be one here, and then there'll be another wall out here. I think is the way it's going to have to work.
You get a Sharpie.
But the piece of wood is just floating. It's not on a hinge or a slide or anything. So I think I want to do the same thing as you did right there.
Alright, so is that cut pretty easy, Dad?
Yeah, well that piece of wood.
I just need a knife, utility knife. But where's it? Figure out where it's going first.
I think that's what I'll do, Curtis, is I'll cut it construction.
What about where's the intake on it? What's the intake look like being jammed against the door like that?
That's plenty of room there.
Yeah.
You got 3/4.
The primary intake is outside the vehicle anyway. That is just for
That's for the blower. It's
yeah, for the blower. It's not for the combustion.
No. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. The intake of the blower, though. It's plenty on there.
Yeah, plenty.
It's 6 inches there. No, I got a couple of them. What you have to do for this friggin' thing, you cut that. You just hole saw all big enough to fit these. You fit these, and then you put that plate on the bottom and sandwich it. I can't remember if you put the plate on the bottom or if you put the plate on the top. Well, you must put it on the bottom if you cut a big, if you're hole sawing a big hole out. Well, you gotta have enough. You either cut a rectangle hole or you just drill a hole saw. The only reason I'm hole sawing it is because it's easier. You clear? Yeah. Nope.
Hello?
Yeah, that's probably good.
Alright, so the hole is all drilled up over there for the heater to go in. And we got the battery over here. We actually got it plugged in at the moment. Charging her up. So the battery didn't come fully charged, right? Because otherwise the charger would have told us it was full by now.
Probably would have had a green light on.
So anyway, so it's a good thing we're getting it charged up. And then we're going to get the heater in. And I think what I might start doing, well actually there's a couple of things we got to do. One, since the heater's going there, we got to walk around the outside of the van here, all the way around to the other side. Actually, let me grab the fuel tank. Let me show you where we're going to put the fuel tank. Or where I want to put it. You know, you can't say anything for sure until the project is complete. I want to put the fuel tank right here by the passenger seat. And what I'm going to have to do is kind of cut out some of this plastic right here so that the door will shut with the fuel tank right there and it won't be too in the way. So that's one thing I got to work on. Beautiful. Got this other support over here. Chris and Dad just hooked up. That's going to be for some cabinetry and countertops on that side. And full steam ahead on the heater.
Did you hook up this pipe last time?
What's that?
Well, I know I just watched the video and we had that. This is the intake for the heater.
Yeah.
And I saw it get pushed down in that video, but I didn't know. I can't remember what we ended up doing with it. I know you attached the muffler to something. How do you want to blow that? We could probably figure it out. We made this more than it did before, right?
Yeah. No, I wasn't flushing. You flush it up. I just got to figure out a way to get this thing raised up.
Alright, I'm putting it sideways there. I've been using it. I don't really know where the nail in. Wow.
Put it right on the nail.
Yes.
Nice.
We didn't get a proper amount though.
Why?
Who's going to get the last two?
What's going on, everybody? It's Caleb. What's going on, everybody? It's Caleb. It's another day. We're out here in the garage. Now, yesterday we got a lot of work done, so it might be a separate video now. I'm not sure. This might all be one video. It might be a separate video. You'd know better than I would. But anyway, let's just recap what we did real quick. Probably, in my eyes, the biggest thing that we got done yesterday, and when I say we, I mean my brother Carter. He was the one that helped me install this last time, and I was helping him out a little bit, but I'll be honest, he did most of it himself. Diesel heater fully installed, and I'll show you the whole setup on the other side in just a second. And my brother Curtis also helped us wire it up. It's all wired. We get the wire running up here. It's just, the wire is just, you know, by itself right now. I might get some some plastic tubing or something to run it through in the future, but just for now, just to get everything set up and working, it's just running around. And this is it right here. I just gotta tie that into the battery. I got the battery fully charged, just using a regular battery charger. Where is that thing? We just charged it up using this here. Just plug this in, hook these to the battery, charge it right up. My dad and my brother Curtis were working on this back here. We got this nice countertop right here on this side. This might not necessarily be a countertop at the end of the day. This might be a shelf. We might build another layer on top, and then that'll be the countertop. But this is a shelf right here, and right now we got the battery in there, and this panel here is going to be a little door panel to get into the battery when we're done. And obviously there's the wheel in the middle here, so there's really not any space. There's not a ton of lost storage there where the wheel is. But then on the other side of the wheel, there's a big box of storage there, and I don't know if I'll make it a I don't know exactly what I'm going to do as far as a cubby hole or a door, or there is also an opening right there. So some storage in there, which is nice. And then over here we got the start of the bed frame, which you can see is nicely anchored into the van up there. I think it is right here also. And then we got one down there. So it's nicely anchored to the wall of the van, and then these boards here are just running right across the floor mat. They're not anchored in, which is fine. Everything's nice and sturdy in here. So basically the idea for this bed, when it's done, I'll sit on it right now. When this bed is finished, the idea is there will be a board here on top of this that flips over. It'll either have like a piano hinge and flip over and land on a little ledge over on this side, extending the bed to a full length bed. So this bed's going to be humongous. because I'm not planning on sleeping side to side in this thing. No, no, no. No, sir. We're planning on sleeping lengthwise because I want the space. I didn't like sleeping side to side in my other van. I had to sleep diagonal, which was not super comfortable. And anyway, so sleeping lengthwise is going to be awesome, and having this bed already is plenty big enough for just me right here. Absolutely, this bed is big enough for just me. But we're going to add on a piece that flips it over, connects onto here, and then boom, you got yourself a massive bed, big enough for, well, honestly, you could probably fit 3, maybe even 4 people if the bed went from the full end to end. But anyway, it's gonna be a huge bed. So here's our view at the back right now. It's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And we have so much space in front of the bed there that I don't even know exactly what we're gonna do with yet. But that's the beauty of it. We just get to do things a little bit at a time and not rush it. You know, we get to take our time with this thing. So anyway, that's pretty cool. It came out really nice, I think, and I'm really excited to get it finished. As usual, big shout out to my dad and my brothers for helping me with this. It's really coming along really nice. All right, now let's head around to the other side here, over to my driver's side door, and show you how my diesel heater is set up. All right, so don't mind all the parts and tools and such in the seat here. You know, obviously we've been working on it. So one thing we had to do, which you saw, I cut out part of the door here. Well, Carter ended up having to cut off more of it to fit it all in. And so then what he did after he cut it off, he took some of this plywood here, just the thin stuff that we were using on the walls everywhere else, and he trimmed it out really nice, which I think is awesome. That looks really good, really clean, much better than just having the open bare metal and stuff, so really awesome. I didn't even ask him to do that, he just did it by himself, and it came out really good. So check this out, this is pretty awesome. So right here is the fuel tank, which I'm really happy to have this up towards the front of the van. This is gonna be really easy to fill up because I can pull right up to the, I can pull up to one pump, I can get gas, and I can get diesel at the same time in one stop without moving the van. I should be able to do them without moving the van. Maybe I will have to roll forwards or backwards a little bit, but anyway, you get the point. It's more convenient to have it on this side. And then second of all, it's up here in the front, so you're not gonna have the diesel smell in the back next to the bed, which is one thing I was thinking about, because originally the other idea we were having was to put the heater back here or back here and have the diesel tank on the door, which I've seen other people do, but I don't know if that's really what I wanted to do. I didn't really want to have the diesel back here by the bed, because it does have somewhat of a smell. It's not horrible, it's not like it chokes you out or anything like that, but I just wanted to put it up front, and I also wanted it on this side to make it easier to fill. So that led me to put it right here. And one thing I noticed with this van, right, you can clearly see right here, that's the only place I really step. Over here, I don't really step to get in and out of the van. I step right here, seats right here, tank's right there. I didn't really feel like it would be in the way. And what is also awesome is you can see in here, can you see in there? That little metal piece, that's the fuel line that goes outside the van and into the diesel heater. And that runs from the tank to, or here it goes, right here. From the tank, through the filter, into the pump, up into there, and then that goes, takes it outside the van. I'll show you underneath here. Takes it outside the van, into this metal part, and that shoves it right up into the diesel heater. And then down here, you can also see this is the exhaust for the heater, and this is the air intake for the heater. So I gotta get that stuff squared away also today, and get it all nice and proper looking. But I thought this was pretty awesome to have the fuel pump all up in the front, So that way it's a little bit quieter when you're in the back of the van. Hopefully the fuel pump will be a little bit quieter because it's up front here. But yeah, this is awesome, and the door closes perfectly. No issue whatsoever. Perfect. So right now I'm going to get these roof rack bars put together. Which you can see, there's just these Highland, you know, they're kind of the Amazon special. They're not, I can't remember what I paid for them. I want to say maybe like, what was it? $70, something like that. I'd have to double check. I really don't know what I paid for them. But I got 2 of them, and I think that's going to be all we need to get the solar panels mounted. And that's what I want to work on here right now, which I think I can do mostly on my own. I might need a little help installing those on the roof, but I think I can mostly do it by myself. Anyway, yeah, they're going kind of on the back here, and what I've seen people can do, if I take this off here, there should be a place I can run, or I can just run the solar panel cords behind here, and I think through one of these holes here is what I've seen on YouTube before. Alright, so I just went back and watched my old video on installing my solar panels, and it is pretty simple. And I'll show you guys what I'm going to do again. Of course, you can go watch my old video if you want to see my old van. It's actually pretty cool. You should actually go watch that video. But anyway, one thing I got to do, I'm not even going to bother with the solar stuff just yet. I do have to put my roof rack on first. That's where we're going to start. We're going to start with the roof rack, and then determine whether or not we can actually mount the solar panels, how they're going to be mounted, and then we'll actually get to the installation of the electrical system. But yeah, let's get these roof rack bars built and squared away, and then we'll put them on the roof. Okay, so I've got these panels and the roof rack bars completely attached on here. I don't know how much of it actually recorded and how much of it didn't. I ran out of memory somewhere here, and I was too busy. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize the camera had stopped. But I noticed, and so before I go ahead and screw on this last part, I set up the camera again. I got a new memory card, and we're all set up here, ready to go to finish the end of the video here. Or not the end of the video, rather the end of the project, because we still got more to do after this project, so the video is going to continue. But all right, so these are the brackets that came with the solar panel, and they're supposed to be mounted the other way around, and they're supposed to sit like feet either on the roof or on whatever you want to attach them to. I flipped them upside down, so now instead of feet, they're hangers, and they're hanging right here on the roof rack. And all I'm doing, pretty friggin' simple actually, I'm just gonna drill a hole, a little pilot hole here. And we're gonna do that on all four of them. And then now, we're just taking, these are the screws that came with the solar panel, and I'm just putting them in. And so far, it's good enough. It seems like it's gonna be pretty rugged, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so these panels are, that's pretty solid on there. I'm giving it a pretty good yank, and it's just shaking the whole van, so I feel pretty good about that. I can take off my safety goggles now. I'm not drilling in the metal anymore, but anyway, so next step is hooking everything up. Now that everything is installed, we just have to hook everything up and get it turned on. These are going to connect the solar panels together essentially, so I'm going to take both positive ends from the solar panel and they're going to plug into this, creating one positive wire, and I'm going to do the same with the negative with this. Going to have, that way, instead of having 4 wires that we have to run inside the van, it's only going to be 2, because these 2 pieces here are going to connect the solar panels together. So let's do that real quick. Open this door here and get my step. So, sorry, I guess I put the camera at a bad angle, but these are connected now. So now we got to take the next piece of wire, connect it to these, and we got to run it inside the van, which I think I'm going to take off this piece here, and I think there's a way to run the wire in through there. Okay, nice. So that's the second time I did that today. Snapped the pull right off. Bingo. Well, congratulations if you watched this far in the video. If you're wondering why the quality is so low, it's because I'm recording this directly on the iPad, baby. And this is a pretty old iPad. I'm not even sure quite exactly what generation it is. I got it, I don't know. I got it refurbished a long time ago, and I've had it forever. So yeah, forgive me. It's not 4K, whatever. But if you made it this long, you probably don't care. And you might notice I got my stocking here and my Christmas candy. It's Christmas, well, it's after Christmas, and I just got this video finished, and it's a really long video, and it wasn't like, it was just boring to edit, I guess, because it was just a lot of footage to go through, and again, this is an old iPad, so I had to do it in sections. And then at the end of it all, I was just like, screw it, let's just do one big, long video because I just want to get it out into the world so you guys can see the process. And guess what? Where it ends, it's kind of a cliffhanger, so that's why I'm here right now. Coming up, I'm going to do a full tour of my van. I'm going to get it all cleaned up and looking really nice and give you guys a full tour of it. The way it sits right now. There's not a whole lot more that happened after the end of that video. There's a little bit more, and I got to check with my dad. He might have some footage of what happened in between. If I can get a hold of that, you guys surely will see it. There will be a van tour video in the coming days here. I'm going to get the thing cleaned up and give you guys a tour of how it sits at the moment. And then after that, I'm going to put together a little bit of an end-of-the-year wrap-up montage sort of deal. I've done it in the past, but I'm going to do it again. And so, yeah, anyway, that's what you got to look out for. And I've noticed I've got a lot of new subscribers recently. And not like, it doesn't seem like a whole lot of new viewers. Like the viewership level or numbers stays about the same, but the subscriber count has gone up, so that's cool. And so, hey, if you're new, my name's Caleb, and welcome to the channel, and you're probably going to be a die-hard lifer if you're watching this part of the video. I don't really even know where I'm going with this. I'm just sort of rambling on here, because at this point in the video, why not? That's sort of the cool thing, is you can sort of do whatever you want when you've made a video and it's gone on for this long. You can sort of do whatever you want, and it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to end it by saying thank you for watching, and again, thank you to all the new subscribers. Sorry I don't post regularly enough, but like I said, I got a van tour that I'm going to film in the coming days here, and then an end-of-the-year wrap video coming up. So stick around, stay tuned, and we'll see you soon-ish. Is that kind of a good rhyme? I think it sounded kind of round. Stick around, stay tuned, see you soon. It's a little too cheesy. Even for me, that might be a little too cheesy. I don't know. All right, bye.